Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaukat and I have been working as a software engineer with SAP Labs India. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn how to set up development environment to develop applications or services using the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model. Let me go to the slide. Yeah, just to recap, in my previous video, you might have seen how to set up the development environment using the SAP Business Application Studio. SAP Business Application Studio is the next generation of SAP Web IDE, which comes with a lot of pre-configured or predefined set of development environment. You no need to install anything. I mean, like you just need browser and a cloudfoundry account. If you go to my YouTube channel or any YouTube channel, you just search SAP Cloud Application Programming Model. You will get a lot of videos from various experts. Then just search for with my name. You can see the the introduction of SAP Cloud Application Programming Model. You can also see how to set up the development environment using the SAP Business Application Studio. Just to recap, right? I mean, like you need a cloudfoundry account. Once you log into the cloudfoundry account, if you go to subscriptions, okay, there you can see SAP Business Application Studio. I already subscribed as explained in my previous video. So if you click on this application, it will open this URL where you can create your own virtual machines or dev spaces. So I already created one of virtual space with the project template SAP Cloud Business Application Studio. Just click here and you will get you can create application various applications. You don't need to install anything. Okay, so as per the agenda of this video, we are going to learn how to set up local development environment using the Visual Studio Code. So though CAP provides world-class support for various tools, you can you can prefer with your preference. I'm like either you can use SAP Business Application Studio or Visual Studio Code or Eclipse. So in this tutorial we will see how to set up your development environment if you are going to develop nodejs applications or any CAP nodejs applications. So first step is you need to install nodejs from the nodejs website, then run the CDS SDK command as mentioned here, then install Visual Studio Code, then install CDS extension for the syntax support. Let me go to browser again. So these steps Kapir team also mentioned here in this page. I will add this link to the YouTube description. So as said, you can develop application either by using SAP Business Application Studio or Visual Studio Code, Eclipse or Docker. So the only difference is if you are going to SAP Business Application Studio, you don't need to set up anything. You just need browser. It will have pre-configured development and deployment test environment. So as we are going to focus on Visual Studio Code, I'll just click on this link. So I mean, like I just mentioned that the steps are there, but I have documented the steps in a hierarchy or structured way. The first step is you need to install nodejs, right? So the first step is you go to this website and download the supported version, long-term supported version, so LTS version. Then you just need to click on this link button. So what it will do is it will download the I just click here, so it will download the MSI. So if I go to your download folder, I already downloaded, so I'll just delete this. Okay, you need to click on this MSI button. It is wizard based installation. You just need to click next See, I'm like clear. Just accept the agreement. Select the your what called where you want to install like program files. Then just click next. So since I already installed, I will just cancel it. So Node.js also installed NPM or Node Package Manager to install to download any node modules developed by any company. I mean, like for example, SAP provides a lot of node modules for the CAP development. So from this URL, you can from this your npm.sap.com you can download all the npm packages, right? You need node package manager. So when you install node, it will also install node package manager. So just verify whether the installation is successful or not. Go to command prompt, uh, just type node hyphen version. So the current version is 12, and you can also verify the npm version for 6. So in my machine I have node version and npm node and npm. That is the first step. Second step is we have to configure, as I said, right, all the modules or packages will be downloaded using the node package manager from this URL. So you need to set this URL in your npm rc file. Either open the npm.npm rc file or run this command from the command prompt. It will set this URL. The commands I will also add to the YouTube description. Let me just go up. Yeah, we install nodejs. I verified the version. Step 2 is npm registry, where it points to all the libraries. So this is a command. Copy this command. I will add this command to the YouTube description, or you can find from the CAP documentation. Just come here and insert. This is control line. It's okay. So you just insert. It will set this URL, or you can also open the .npm rc file on the change the URL like this. Just open the file .npm rc file and set this URL. Either you can do from the command prompt, or either then what you can do is you can install any package by from the node package manager npm with the command npm install package name at SAP and the package name. So second step is configure the URL, and third step is install the SAP SAP CDS SDK. So for this you just need to run the command. Yeah, I will. The third step 3 is some advanced. I will come to that step. Yeah. So this is the command you need to execute. Go to command prompt and execute this command. NPM I means install, G means globally, and the from SAP this is the package name. You just need to install. So simple, right? You just need to install this SDK package. This is one-time activity. You don't need to install every time you develop the application. We are just configuring the development environment. Either you write the short form or just write the full form npm install me hyphen global, then SDK name. To verify whether the installation is successful or not, just run the command how you ran for the node version. Similarly for the CDS, run this command CDS hyphen version, CDS hyphen version. Okay, it will give the this version details. So let me move to the slide. So we have installed nodejs, then we configured the URL, then we installed SAP CDS SDK. So if you want, you can also verify what are the packages available using this command npm search. Just type registry, and it will give all the commands available, all the packages available from the SAP node package manager. And once it is done, right, I mean, like, you can download the Visual Studio Code from this. Yeah, go to this URL. This is the third step. Undownload for Windows. I am using Windows machine, so you just need to click on this one, which is stable build. So you will get the Visual Studio Code installer like this. You just it's just like a wizard. You just need to install. It is very easy. So once you have installed Visual Studio Code, the next step is you need to install the extension, CDS extensions, CAP extensions for the Visual Studio Code for the syntax support. So for this, what you can do is, if you are using Mac, you just need to run this command. You can go to what you call Visual Studio Marketplace, and you can download SAP what you call plugins for the Visual Studio Code, or you go to what you call extensions. Let me show you this. So this already finished. Open the Visual Studio Code. I already opened the Visual Studio Code. If you go to this button, you just search SAP Cloud Platform. So language support for SAP Cloud Platform is from SAP SC. You have I already installed. Otherwise, you will get this install button. So that is the fourth step. Once you install Visual Studio Code, you need to install the plugins. So this is a basic setup required for the development environment. If you need what you call once you develop it, you have to deploy application to the cloud. So for that, you need to install some more tools, like for example cloudfoundry tools, or if you are using the MTA, if you are packaging all your what you call models in the MTA, you need to install what you call MTA plugin, right, for the cloudfoundry. So this, I mean, like, from here, these are kind of advanced steps. So for your local development, these three steps are sufficient. Install nodejs, install CDS SDK, then install Visual Studio Code, then install the plugins. Sufficient. Now for the required, like for example, if you need SQLite, or if you need curl to perform to test the REST APIs, I mean, like, I think curl supports currently more than 20 to 22 protocols. Then what to call you if you need uh, make command for the CACD, or you can also install what you call cloudfoundry command line if to log in from your Windows machine, to log into the cloudfoundry, right. You have to install a cloudfoundry command. So those things we are going to see. Okay, let me just go to the steps here. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to install remaining steps, like for example cloudfoundry and remaining plugins. So open command prompt as the administrator and execute this command. I will add this command to the what you call YouTube description. It will install so what you call Chocolatey, and once you install, right, of course we already installed nodejs. We can also install from this command also nodejs, sqlite, curl, cloudfoundry CLI. Okay, this is once it is installed, you can see what are the installed what you called softwares. So it will take a couple of minutes. So once you run this command, it will install as per our sequence of the command. It install make, first it install SQLite, then install curl, then install JQueRite. So you can see this successful message once everything is installed. You can verify, just type the curl or just type CF or just type what you called this SQLite. It will show whether the install is successful or not. You can also install then Windows build tools with this command. I will add this to the YouTube description. So this is our I mentioned here in PPT also you installed what called Windows build tools. Then CF install plugins, multiapps. Okay, this you have to execute this command. Cloudfoundry, like to deploy our multi-target application. You can also read more details about the Cloudfoundry plugins from this GitHub page. To deploy removing all this. So if you are using the Linux or Mac machine, so you have to install these tools right manually from this website. I will add these links also to the YouTube description. So we already installed this. So what is the next step? So next step is yeah. So that's it. I mean, like you can verify, right? I mean, like go to your command prompt, just type CF here you can see all the commands. If you want MBT, okay, so MBT I also install. Then curl also install. You can see list of commands uploaded to the curl. So these are advanced tools for your I mean like to deploy or to test your application. So just to reiterate, these 3 steps are mandatory and remaining steps are advanced steps when you start deployment or if you need SQLite or any other things, MBT or building the MTA. Okay, so one more thing I would like to show you is it is very important. So from the Visual Studio command, Visual Studio also you can open. So you open your Visual Studio. Open here. Just click on the new terminal. Then what will happen, right? I mean, like you can execute the CDS command to create any what to call CAP project. Just CDS -f in it. Maybe I will prepare one more video how to create what you call CAP project using the Visual Studio. Or you can use SAP Business Application Studio as per your convenient. Now if you find any issues, right? I mean, like generally sometimes this when you run CDS command, you may get this issue. Cannot be loaded. CDS.ps1 cannot be loaded. PowerShell script disabled by the system. Okay. If you get this error, you need to execute this command set -f execution policy remote signed. Okay. Now in case you get any errors due to some policies, so it is mentioned in Microsoft documentation. I will add this link to the video description. So you can see, if you type the CDS, you can see list of command to create the project or to build. You have to use build command. To compile, you have to use this command. Okay. You can if you want to watch or to run the what you call changes automatically to start the server, CDS watch. Okay, so this is the final one. I mean, like, just all these are optional steps, right? If you execute this command from the either from the command prompt or Visual Studio Code, npm check SAP cloud readiness code gem cap. Okay, so if you execute this command, what will happen, right? It is kind of checklist. I mean, like, whether the installation is successful or not to verify it. Once you execute this command, you will get this kind of table. Okay, I in my machine npm install cloudfoundry install make sqlite install visual studio code install cds extension install windows build tools are installed, so you are good to go. Great. I mean, like, you can start development. So once what you call you develop the application, since you already installed cloudfoundry, what you called command CLI and as well as MPT tools, there are two options to deploy your applications. Any application, either by using the cloudfoundry push command or MPT commands. I mean, like, so first thing is you need to once you prepare the what you call HDA, these are additional commands, don't confuse with the the intention of this video, the just set up the development environment, but I'm just giving the heads up. See, once you install npg, you just add the MTA, then build command, this will build the MTA, then log into the cloud foundry, just deploy CF deploy mtr file, it will deploy your mtar to the cloud foundry. So these are the for the deployment commands. So few accesses required some additional tools. You can also install like Postman, Chrome JSON viewer. Either SQLite. You can also install from the Visual Studio Code. There is the extension. You go to what you call Visual Studio. You just search SQLite. So I already installed SQLite. You can also install SQLite for your Visual Studio Code. So otherwise, you can also install manually by going to this website. Okay, download the pre-compiled binaries for Windows. So if you are going to use, you just search for the SQL tools called pre-compiled binaries. SQL tools. Yeah, pre-compiled binaries for Windows. Once you install pre-compiled binaries, right? So since mine is 64-bit version, so I downloaded this one, 64-bit DLN. Okay, this one I have downloaded. Then the second step is create what you call create a folder like with the name SQLite, your own favorite name. I mean, like, since it is SQLite installation, so I install SQLite. Then download and unzip and copy the what you call respective what you call this folders into this zip folders into this, create a new folder. That's it. I'm like, once you open command prompt, just type SQLite. You can see the what you call SQLite is ready to be used. Okay, that's it. I mean, like, we have I have shown you various ways to install various tools, right? Either using the command prompt, or you can download extensions from the Visual Studio, or you know um, using the MSI, and there are various options. Okay, the next step is how to start the project, right? So in the what you call in the command prompt, you just need to type this command cds init and project name. So if I'm going to develop one what you call a shopping cart application, my project name will be shopping cart. So once you need to execute this command, then what will happen, right? um, the CAP framework will automatically create the project structure for you. Like for example, by giving the shopping cart, then right, it creates the project structure for like the three folders, main three folders. Like app folder contains the artifacts for application, then DB contains all the CDS models, schema details. A survey will contain all the services, which we expose all the entities as the views and various files in the survey folder. You can also go to this website, GitHub. Okay, you can also download cloud CAP samples. Okay, they have mentioned how to clone. You just need git in your machine, then clone this, and what you call npm install. It will install all the what you call dependencies, then run the project. So once you download, you have to run the bookshop project. So CDS watch bookshop. So that's it. I mean, like you can also learn more about CAP from this official documentation. You can refer the GitHub samples. Open SAP courses here. You can also go through SAP blogs, developers community. uh, SAP also have some official YouTube channels. You can go through those channels also. Yeah, so if you okay, these are the study materials. If you have any issues, right, you can report the issues. If you are the SAP customer, right, you use these components. And I also would like to show you one more thing. Yeah, so if you find any issues during the installation, or to troubleshoot your issues, you go to this website. I will add this link to the YouTube description. But this is advanced troubleshooting shooting guide, where you can find common solution to uh, any frequently occurring issues. You can go through this and you can search here about your issues. It is documented very nicely. You can just see here and try to fix your issues. If you face some more if the issue is if you could not able to find any solution, then you can also create use the community help here. Post your questions. Various SAP experts um, will answer your questions. That's it. Thank you for listening.